Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. And we've got a real humdinger of a match. The Guys Gems versus the Ghost Clones. And these are two teams at the top of Division C West looking to duke it out. Division C West is about to become a bloodbath with disbanded Ghost Clones and Guys Gems and Moto Miracle both holding top spots. I believe that's the scoreboard right now. Ghost Clones a couple points down, and they really want to win here to move back up and make sure somebody like Do It Right does not catch up with them in order to get the playoffs. So some of these two teams going in real just hard and fast here, and Guys Gems looking to make sure to solidify their first place position here this week. So we are ready to get going here as well. The first map is going to be Tomb of the Spider Queen, and I believe we are just about ready to get going here. And there's the click, and here's the draft.
Tomb of the Spider Queen.
Okay, here. And this is the Guys Gems pick, which means the Ghost Clones get the first crack at hero bans and picks. So, first band coming out. And I have to wonder, I don't know if these two teams play meta, but we're going to see what this first band is. This first ban, excuse me, is. And of course, Genji, not surprising here, coming out from Guys Gems and Ghost Clones. The first band out, and we're going to see what Guys Gems come back with this, and if it's the Hanzo here or if it's somebody, you know, a little less ordinary. I could see the ETC band, I could see Lucio band, I could see the Greymane band. They're going to hover the ETC band for now. I'm going to say go ahead and pick Hanzo if Hanzo is indeed so desired. Now we're going to see if Ghost Clone snatches that Hanzo up, or if they go for something else. I've seen a lot of first pick Greymanes tonight. Both games I cast in my previous series, also Div C. Both times, Greymane was indeed the first hero picked. So ETC bans out. We're going to see what they go for here. Now, I'm not insanely familiar with the Ghost Clones, so I'm not sure what they play. Tomb of the Spider Queen, I could definitely see Hanzo working here. I could see also the Lucio pick, first pick if they really want him for whatever plan they're doing. And you're just never sure how a team is going to play a map exactly. Ghost Clones, not too sure themselves, bringing their time pool all the way down to 0 seconds. And let's see what they grab here first. And it's going to be the Greymane. In fact, we have a good streak going here on this Greymane. Greymane, a very powerful hero. Just, there's no situation where he's a bad pickup. So, a grab here from the Ghost Clones for the Greymane. And we're going to see a Nubarak comes out here. Immediate Nubarak here from Guys. I'm very early. I'm very surprised to see this so early from them. And the Zepo. Oh, goodness. Really looking to enforce that lane push there. Nazebo really hoping they go into the late game there. He's going to be able to soak all those lanes, get all those big stacks. He's going to be really tough to kill. By the time they hit 20, he could have that Vile Infection stack and be very, very deadly. So Guys Gems really banking on that Nazebo here. The Nubarak, a little bit surprising along with the Nazebo, but let's see what else Guys Gems grab. It's their map pick. They've got a plan. So we're going to see Ghost Clones coming up here. And if I'm Ghost Clones, you got me to think, like, what are Guys Gems doing?
Oh, this is my jam.
They grab the Lucio, snap him right up, and I'm wondering, and they go for the Johanna, so really looking to match that Nazebo wave clear. So Greymane and Johanna can really do a number on a lane. Johanna definitely more so than Greymane, but it looks like with the Johanna, they are going to go for that clear, and Guys Gems taking no risks. Gaul immediately banned out. And they don't want to see the Cho'Gall on this map. Not on their map. And it looks like Ghost Clones have a lot of Cho'Gall play in their past, so it's definitely a targeted ban there on the side of Guys Gems. Definitely out for blood in this match. Rhaegar, the next ban, looking for a support choke here. Rhaegar definitely has a lot of the wave clear that you want to see on this map. And Sonya immediately being picked up here on the side of Guys Gems. Sonya, very good for getting that wave clear. Merc's not quite of a priority on this map, but that bruiser camp pushing with the spiders can really have a huge impact on any turn-in. So Sonya being picked up here, and we're going to see what else they go with. They're holding their last pick here. I'm not sure what else they want for this next one. They've got their front line all set, and they're going to see if they grab their support or hold it out, because they're not going to see another support for Ghost Clones. Yeah, they go right for the Tychus.
About damn time.
And they grab the Beach Tychus to really rip down the Johanna. So Tychus also being very powerful. Odin, a great siege and anti-siege tool. And so no more Cho'Gall here for Ghost Clones. We're going to see what they do here in this final round, trying to grab somebody up. Looking at the side of Guys Gems, you've got Nazebo Tychus. You need some more front line on their side, and I'm not sure what you do here. Malthael seems tough. I think you're going to want somebody on the front line with more CC to deal with Sonya. Johanna's going to be able to shut that spin down with her Condemn, but more CC is going to be more better, and you're going to have people who can deal with the Anub'arak dive, so maybe someone with Disengage for that as well as getting rid of the Tychus. And they go for the Vala Artanis. Artanis going to blind everybody here, and Nazebo can't. You know, he's kind of a mage, but his auto attacks hurt too as well. So really looking to stop that Tychus ban and looking for those big swaps, thinking Artanis can get in the back line, thinks he might be okay. He might get burned down by Tychus. Uther immediately comes out, hoping to heal up that swap target right away. And the Vala pick out for the Ghost Clones. Going to be a lot of damage. With the Artanis has such a difficult time peeling. I worry a lot about Ghost Clones having that Vala be so vulnerable. But they do have a very good comp against the Anub'arak. Not a whole lot of spell damage, which is when Anub'arak can really block. And that's what's tough about grabbing that Anub'arak early, is that you can have a very high attack damage comp come at you. So looking at these teams here, Guys Gems, it's really going to be about getting to 20. If they can last long enough with the Sonya, like the Sonya and Nazebo wave clear, if that's enough to keep them in this game and to really stop from having too many, from losing early, they're going to be able to have a lot more 20 advantage than I think Ghost Clones is. Greymane has some 20, but there's nobody I think on Ghost Clones with the power spike at 20 quite as strong as Nazebo's. Meanwhile, Ghost Clones, hey, they want to get those swaps. They want to burst people down as fast as possible. Vala Greymane, very, very scary to look at. So we go right into Tomb of the Spider Queen, and here we've got Guys Gems, we've got Stwish on the Nazebo, Odin on the Uther, Spoogles on the Anub'arak, User 2 on the Sonya, and finally on the Tychus we've got Cody Kraz. Meanwhile, on the Ghost Clones, I'm going to switch the scene here. We've got Jakebot on the Artanis, Cold Cake on the Greymane, Ginger on the Johanna, D. Markin on the Vala, and Drow Hunter 95 on that Lucio. And it looks like we're going to have a big old brawl here middle first. And we're going to see how it goes.
I'm a bad man.
And Tychus is a bad man. We got a bunch of sprays and voice lines coming out here. Everyone's getting a line in. Everyone's getting their voices heard, and here comes finally the wave hits up, and Nazebo starts carrying, and they really, wave clear on both teams actually seems fairly even. Nazebo has so much of it, But meanwhile, Artanis down here with a Sonya bot. They immediately go down here. Sonya pushing Artanis well in. Up here, you've got Thala getting a Q onto Tychus right away. But Nazeebo just really able to get these waves deleted almost instantly. And they've got a very efficient 4-man rotation going here as well. So Guy's Gems taking the early game macro, I don't want to say lead, but like initiative is the word I'm looking for, as the rest of Ghost Clones comes in and clears that up. Okay, so it looks like they're going to come up here and clear this out. And it's not as big of a initiative as what I once thought. Grammy now here clearing up this bottom. Both teams are pretty even on XP. This Artanis is getting definitely chunked out and super low on mana already. Yeah, he still hasn't tapped yet, but Sonya handily beating him at lane. Only turns in the first turn in of the match, and it's still very early here. It looks like we're going to see, though, Ghost Clones, the first one's getting to 3, although still a bunch of soak up here, top 4 guys, Gems. And Sonya, though, getting absolutely burned down by this Artanis. There's the swap. It's going to confirm this gank. And Artanis finally getting a leg up on the Sonya, and invites the gank from the very close lane there, and Sonya goes down. Artanis is going to go ahead and start this camp. Tychus comes down to soak here. Tychus doesn't want anything to do with that camp, as he realizes it's not just Artanis, but he thinks he has... Oh, he thinks he's got backup, but we've got a pause here, so we're going to go ahead and switch out here, and we're just waiting for people to clear up their lag. So, looks like we have some wait here, and that gank is really the only difference at the time, although I have to say Ghost Clones easily have the gem advantage currently over Guy's Gems, 29 gems to a total of 18. So they're a little bit closer to a spider turn, and I think Sony might have lost a lot of gems there as well. And yeah, and like I'm very surprised. You see in pro play, the teams, they aren't really doing on this map. They aren't really doing the solo lane 4-man rotation anymore either. They're making it a lot more dynamic. And just like as you saw there, you had somebody go down and gank bottom lane quickly as soon as they're able to get an advantage. Artanis, unfortunately, I didn't get on camera, but he's able to just beat up at Sonya. Probably had a bad trade there, and Sonya did not get out in time, did not anticipate the Greymane coming down, and a really good swap there on the side of Jakebot. Jakebot has very good, it's a very good omen of things to come for that Artanis if he can land swaps like that all day. And I'm going to go ahead and look at the level 1 talents here. Nazeebo is going Thing of the Deep here, so super wave clear build, looking to get just maybe as many stacks as possible, probably going all in on that level 20 advantage they're going to have. Dash coming out for Tychus seems to be the pick du jour for him for level 1. Sonya going War Paint at 1. Uther going the Q quest. Very interesting here. Really looking to get range and mana cost. So looking to get a little bit more sustained, a little bit more, play a little more safely, possibly especially against that Artanis, possibly especially. But against that Artanis, you've got the swap, and the Lucio with the Condemn can be very dangerous for an Uther. And then you've got Anubis going in Nerubian Armor, which is the spell armor talent. So we are waiting for somebody to plug their Ethernet in, and then they should be good. Greymane here going for Q build. Artanis going for reactive parry, which is a block talent, and I feel like Tychus is just going to eat that up. Like, it's going to be gone. Like, he's going to be facing off against, like, a team fight, and that reactive, it's just going to be gone. I don't know if that was picked to win the solo lane. It definitely got a Sonya kill, I think, although he was looking pretty low as well, so interesting Artanis block. Okay, it looks like we have someone ready, and we're going to see if the other team is ready. Okay, and we are going to go ahead and count this down as soon as I switch the scene. And we're back. Okay, and looks like the whole team's going to come down here and invade this campus kill. Not even close to them. Jakebot tries to get out. The grenade stops him from getting out a little bit, but Tychus is going to go ahead and come back. Vala's going to throw a Q in there just to make sure, and it looks like we're going to have 5v4. Starting off getting that other camp. They're not able to stop it in time, but they might be able to get some kills. Condemn pulls everybody together. Artanis blade dash through everybody, and Uther's looking very low, and they get a kill here in exchange for this camp. And that's going to, between that and the rest of the soak that Guys Gems missed with Sony getting in the camp, they're going to have a half a level lead here at the game right off the bat. So Ghost comes going up ahead in next week. But meanwhile, Sony grabbing that booster camp. But Guys Gems lost so many gems. They only have 14 total gems, while Ghost Clones is almost at 50. Sonya grabbing this camp already, pushing it in, goes back down here to wrestle with this Artanis a little bit more. These Bruisers are pushing up, and looks like we can have a 4-man push with this Night Camp. And Zebra's going to throw out that zombie. And I think maybe Thing of the Deep also picked, for the same reason Uther Q picked, Uther Q Talent was picked, to give him that range to deal with the swaps and the Lucio chargers coming from Ghost Clones in Team Fights. Meanwhile, you've got 3 down here. Looks like Sona was able to really chunk that Artanis out, almost killed him. Odin pushes Lucio back. So excellent play there by User 2 to make up for the gank earlier. Meanwhile, you've got Ghost Clones soaking all 3 lanes. They maintain that level. That level and a half lead is kind of gone at this point. Guys Gems able to get that back. Sonya turning in the meager few gems that she has. They are finally back up to a reasonable amount, but Ghost Clones definitely have an advantage over Lucio down here all by himself, soaking, while Dramian and Artanis take that Vala soak at the top. They're going to grab mid, and they're just looking to, I think they're going to turn in this Night Camp, and then they're going to capture the Night Camp, and then they're going to turn in at this spider place. Spider place? The spider, what is it? It's a nest? Is that an egg? I don't know what that is. I think it's an egg. So there's the turn in by Jakebot. Only 7 more to go. You've got this Night Camp pushing. You can see them get a turn, but it looks like they're preferring to just push with this Night Camp ahead. And as Evo comes, maybe looks for flank, thinks about it, and turns around and comes back. Sonya, meanwhile, bottom, there's a whole bunch going on here. You to Sonya really trying to get some pressure. Has to spin out. Gets a swap by Artanis. Artanis maybe trying to kill the Sonya, but Tychus there to back Sonya up. Uther he'll make sure, but the turn-in comes out for Ghost Clones. This Night Camp is almost dead. This mage minion is on its last breath, but they are going to push all the way forward. The Spider is going to be right on top of this wall here for Ghost Clones. So Ghost Clones with this good turn. Let's see what they can do. It looks like we got Vala. Looks like we got a 4-man here. And really usually you want to 1-3-1 this. Is the overall strategy. So 3 people here defending the Spider. Nobody top dealing with this, but Tychus and Sonya down here. Sonya gotten chunked out by this Artanis. Artanis has to go back to tap, and Sonya has to back all the way. Nazebo throwing out defensive spells. Nazebo very good defensively in this situation. He's not having a whole lot of effect on this middle push up here, even with Thing of the Deep. So able to clear this wall at no problem. They're going to take the well down, and that may be a 4 going on the side. The wall goes up around the Spider, but so much damage coming in from Lucio, and they can't get any poke onto him. It's wait till 20. But a 4 already down here at 6 minutes into the game. On this first turn, you want to get a 4 down. A big swap onto Tychus puts Artanis in a bad position, but the team rotates very quickly, tries to get a kill on this Uther. The blind comes out, doesn't make it. They're going to come down and kill this front wall, while Sonya has to go up top and clean house. The Nubrak finally rotating down. It's going to be 5v4 here for the foreseeable future. They're going to back off. Sonya's going to be soaking up top. They're going to come back and soak mid, but they're almost, Ghost Clone's almost to 10, and the structure damage is going to, they're going to hope to snowball off of that, and the 10s come out. We're going to see what they are. Sound Barrier picked up for Lucio, Blessed Shield for Johanna, Reign of Vengeance, so pretty standard across the board. Finally, a turn-in comes out for Guys Gems, not so far behind as you thought they might be at once. I'm going to look at this Artanis build here. It looks like he went for Chrono Surge. They really looked at that attack speed, which makes me surprised he didn't go for Seasoned Marksman at 1. Meanwhile, Sonya, caught in between 4 kills, almost walks out, but finally the damage comes down and they take Sonya out. That's a huge pick off there for Ghost Clones, using that 10 advantage to their advantage. They're going to kill these spiders quickly, and we'll see what they can get off of that. Very possibly another turn. I'm not sure what their gem counts are like, but they're going to be pretty close. And looking at the 10s, Artana's still holding his ult. Grayman going for Crystal. Not sure if Artana's down. He's going for the Suppression Pulse. No sneaky beam for them. Vala is almost out of mana. She has to tap. She steps back up, and they're going to kill that spider. Meanwhile, you've got one pushing down bottom against the bottom spider, which has not quite gotten to it yet. Vala taking a lot of damage there. Meanwhile, Guy's Gems, they get their ults. No real surprises, I think. Gargantuan, Odin, Wrath of the Berserker, Divine Shield, and Cocoon coming up from the end. I never wonder who the Cocoon target is. If it's going to be the Greymane, once they come in, are just going to be using the Cocoon to get kicks. No real huge priority targets here. Just need someone to take out that's going to change the tide of the fight. Blessed Shield comes out to, I guess, disengage. I'm not sure what that was for. But they're going to be fine. Odin comes up, doesn't get a whole lot done. Maybe gets a little bit of damage on the floor, but both teams are going to have to back out a couple of ults used. But there's the swap onto Tychus. The D-Shield is out. The Curse Bullet missed. If the Curse Bullet had hit, it wouldn't really have mattered. The D-Shield immediately used. So they trade out the D-Shield there. Sonya, meanwhile, pushing up top, is able to even out the XP a little bit, and she's willing to push onto this fort. She now backs off, realizing she doesn't quite know where Ghost Clones is. They've really finally seen here rotating on her. She backs off. But she's able to get this front wall basically down on the side of Guy's Gem, so they're able to do that. Meanwhile, they're going to grab this camp here middle, but there it is. There's the other turn-in from Ghost Clones. And meanwhile, you've got Sonya in a bad position. Thinks she's safe in the fort. 2 Rain Avengeresses can't quite finish off, but she goes down. And with 1 hero down, it's going to be real tough to defend this oncoming spider. This fort is looking pretty low, but the spider has to start pretty far back. And it looks like they're going to push as forward, try to get maybe this front keep wall down to try and threaten the boss onto the keep next. Skoogle's looking for possible advantage, throws out his shield to make some bugs. The spider's going to make quick work of this fort. Here comes the Odin for the anti-siege. Immediately the Curse Bullet comes out to get some damage onto the Odin. It's immediately healed up, and they push Ghost Clones off of this top fort. So the fort goes down. The spiders are almost dead. The bottom spider, though, Artanis has moved on bottom. They're going to get 2 forts out of this, I believe. Yeah, they're finally rotating down this Artanis in a little bit of trouble. The zombie wall is not quite there. And it looks like they're just going to play a little bit passive behind the spider before they run in. Joanna, though, walking in, using up the Condemn. There's the Blessed Shield onto the Sonya. Has to use the Divine Shield to get out. She's able to spin and get all of her health back thanks to that Divine Shield. But another Condemn comes out of the cocktail, hits a bunch of people. But Johanna is cocooned. They're trying to punch it down, but meanwhile, Vala taking a huge amount of damage in the back. Nobody really hurt on the side of Guy's Gems, except for this Sonya, who goes now finally too far. They're finally able to get all their cooldowns up as Sonya spins into the team looking for blood, trying to be aggressive with that cocoon out, and instead goes down. And that's going to be a 1-for-0 for Ghost Clones. So Ghost Clones winning this very handily so far. And they're going to be able to win, and if they're able to do enough before that 20 comes out. Luther out of position trying to help people clear, loses a whole bunch of gems, able to get down, burst it down, finally completes his Q quest, which is going to give him that range, so that will happen less often in the future. But looks like with that Luther kill, they're threatening boss here in top, and I don't know if they're going to try and 4v5 on this boss point. Johanna now walling, getting some soak, just sitting in that bush, and it looks like, excuse me, Guy's Gems just going to let this boss go. Going to turn in what they can, not lose any gems, and hope to clear out this boss. They've got the Zebo. They've got the Odin. They're able to clear this boss fairly quickly. So let's see how well they can do here. So they get their gems turned in, and they make their way to this defense. Luther steps way out. Maybe like daring Artanis to try and swap him. Jigbot goes out. Doesn't quite get the swap. Odin with a nice dodge there. Cocktail comes out and tries to get some people hiding behind the wall, but now this boss is pushing, and here comes the Odin, here comes the defense wrath, the Berserker pop, there's the Cocktail on 3 people. Curse Bullet goes immediately onto Sonya, but there's no real fall, healed up immediately. Percussion Pulse comes in and stops the Odin from getting a whole bunch of damage onto the boss. The boss is going to get the front wall here, and I think that's all they're going to get, and they're just going to use that to just turn in for free. Jakebot trying to make it a swap, gets the swap on Odin, has to Divine Shield himself. I don't know if they're going to chase this kill or not. They're going to chase him right into the rest of his team. Here's the stun. Cold Cake steps up, and that's it for the chase. Spiders are now coming out thanks to a sneaky turn-in from Stwish. Well done by the Nazebo to back cap that spider, and the 16 advantage comes up while the spiders are out. I don't know what Guy's Gems are going to be able to do with these spiders. It looks like they may want to be pushing top. They see, I believe, most of Ghost Clones here, but they're going to go ahead and rotate middle to match the rest of Guy's Gems here. They're going to go ahead and rotate with them, and yeah, Artanis is going to stay down here. So it's going to be 4v5. Catches Joanna the zombie wall, but the boop makes the zombie wall go away and become, well, it doesn't go away. It becomes a wall in a different shape that allows Joanna to exit. And the spider's going to be pushing out his 4. I don't think it's going to get a whole lot of work done. Zombie wall comes out, doesn't really do anyone, kind of zones the Vala out and getting a whole lot of damage. Artanis clears that spider, and bottom, Greymane clears it mid. These spiders are gone. The 14 and 16 advantage is there. The cursed bullet misses on this swap. Nazebo ice blocks. Here comes a sound barrier to make sure they can continue this. Zombie walls himself in to certain doom by this Greymane, and Greymane kills Nazebo. Sonya goes down to follow up, and these are just falling down fast. Tychus goes down. Here comes the Condemn onto the Nubarak, and Nubarak doesn't quite burrow past the wall, and Nubarak probably the next one to fall here. Spoogel's getting really hurt. He's going to go down here. Odin maybe the next to fall, and they're going to be able to easily take this keep wall. I'm not sure. I don't know if they really have a win condition, but that was a huge step in the right direction for Ghost Clones, really solidifying their lead there, 14-17, and they've got another turn in themselves. Not another turn, they've got a turn in. They possibly have, they're very well on their way to another one after this, and this spider is going to be pushing onto a keep. Just one. One keep with no wall, but they are looking really bad. 14-17. Guy's Gems are not close to their 15 talents yet, and I don't know how they can defend this. Odin back up. Gargantuan, good old Gary back up. And it looks like they're going to choose to push top. Top, of course, being the priority lane on this map because of the boss and the top lane. Spider just now appears and solidifies. They clear out the well. Odin comes out. Here comes Wrath of Berserker. They're going to start trying to get as much down to the spider. Huge curse bullet onto Sonya. Compression pulse blinds everybody. They all have to back up. They don't have any real auto attack. And Johanna plus Artanis is a huge amount of blinds here. So without the Nazebo damage coming from later levels, they just don't really have the damage potential with those two blinds. So the spider's gonna go down. They're gonna get this kill down to a half link, and this is a very good defense, managing to clear that spider before it's able to get too much damage. Everybody backs up the first one. Tannis thinks about the swap, realizes that we're swapping the rest of the team, and they may be trying to push back onto this keep. They realize they have to clear the other two spiders, so they waited out for Guy's Gems to leave. Very good play here coming out from Ghost Clones as the spider almost clears this bottom keep. They couldn't keep their attention on top 4 forever, and they're able to easily get 2 keeps here, 16-19. And I don't know if they're going to go for more, if they're going to back off and just wait for 20 to deliver the final blow. Boss is going to be up in just 42 seconds. They're going to grab this keep Guy's Gems busy, and this seems like a monumental task for Guy's Gems to do here in this game. Oh, they're going to try and engage 16-19, trying to get the only fight they can. Sonya spins onto the sound barrier, the Divine Shield, makes sure she gets her health back, but Tychus is trapped in the middle of the team, and he goes down. The swap goes on the Uberak to try and get the kill. There's the Blessed Shield, the follow-up, and confirm the kill. The zombie wall stops them from jumping ahead, and the attention went on to Sonya in the front line, but Tychus wasn't able to back out. Amazing body blocks there by Ghost Clones, and it looks like they're going to try and just end with the Night Camp pushing right onto the core. That spell damage coming out, Suppression Pulse. Well, Suppression Pulse isn't back yet, but they're going to get a ton of damage on here. They've got the Greymane, they've got the Vala. They're going to be able to rip this thing down with these Knights. Just everybody auto-attacking. Greymane not even bothering to go into Worgen form to finish this off, and that's going to be GG in favor of the Ghost Clones. All right. And wow, what a map there for Ghost Clones. Really able to do it. And I gotta say, I really think Guy's Gems lost in draft there. And then the Zebo pick, really dubious there. I mean, he did a lot of damage, but he's a tough hero to make work. And I gotta commend JakeBot. He was able to swap at the right times. Like, he went for good swaps. Sometimes he missed, but when he hit, he never put himself in a bad situation. It was always to make a kill happen. And a little bit of lack of follow-up on the side of Ghost Clones, but they were able to make it work. So, our next map is going to be Infernal Shrine. So I'm going to go ahead and get that game created here. Just give me a second. No, there it is. Oh boy! I just realized now that I missed a joke in the previous team's name that I'm not even casting right now, but I missed the joke that was their username. So. Okay, I think we're gonna have. They're gonna be able to start bringing people in. Let me double check whose map pick it is. Okay, the players are filing in. We're gonna get Infernal Shrines going here. This is Ghost Clone's map pick. So we're going to see if Ghost Clones can finish it out on their map and go 2-0 over Guy's Gems, bringing them back up into the top parts of Division C West, or if Guy's Gems can even it out here with a draw. Okay, I had to give the right captain here, and I'm going to do a little ready check. Okay, and it looks like we're ready here. So, going into Infernal Shrine, something I'm going to see, want to see from Ghost Clones is a little bit stronger follow-up on some of their team's CC and damage. And what I see from Guy's Gems is I want to see their draft be a little bit more, have a little bit more cohesion. In what they bring on. Definitely want to see them like do some synergy and not really put everything on getting that level 20. And especially on a map like Infernal Shrines can go to 20, but you can get snowballed very, very easy if you let the team into the game too early. So we are just waiting for these teams. And I have to wonder if Nazebo is like a special map thing that Guy's Gems uses on Tomb of the Spider Queen, which, by the way, was in fact their map pick. So I wonder if that was a thing specific to them. I mean, if he's good anywhere, he's also good on Infernal Shrines too. I have to see if we're going to see the Stukov in this game, if we're going to see the Gul'dan, if we're going to see any of the Shimada brothers. Hanzo went through that draft without being banned or picked. But he's, you know, it could be not the right not the right map for him. But Infernal Shrine is definitely a good Hanzo map, so we'll see if we see either Shimada brother here. I have to wonder if they're going to continue the Cho'Gall ban. I'm very fascinated to see if they want to allow Ghost Clones to have that through, especially on a map that's their pick. Okay, we've got ready. We got one team ready. Gladiators ready. Oh, not yet. Cool. Oh, God. Looks like one of the players has one bathroom with 5 people, so that is just... Wow. one team is now being forced to listen to the Pokemon theme, so we'll see if that has and it gives one of the teams an advantage here. Okay, looks like all right. Okay, now we're doing another ready check. Okay, here we go into Infernal Shrines.
Infernal Shrine.
All right, now Guy's Gem's going to be the first ones to ban on this map. I want to see what they're going to go with. If they're going to go for the same bans as they did last time, or if they've got a plan for this themselves. They hover the Lucio immediately, and looks like they're going to go ahead and take their time here. And they're just going to go ahead and do that Lucio immediately. Just get him out of there. Don't want to deal with that sound barrier on either side. Sound barrier can ruin the best laid plans. You can see them maybe going Malthair here, and Genji immediately banned out. So Hanzo available. We'll see if he's a priority for either of these teams on this map. Ragnaros snap pick here from Guy's Gems, looking to get that the Molten Core, very powerful in this map, and Ragnaros very good on clear, very good in the solo lane. So good here. I do wonder if he's first pick material though, because you can always pick somebody against him. So we're going to see how well that works for Guy's Gems. Meanwhile, we've got Ghost Clones. So I'm going to see what kind of devious plan that they have for Infernal Shrines. If they've got a special comp, they go for the Greymane right away, of course. Prioritizing that pick once more. Ghost Clones have a lot of respect for that. Look at those big old hands there on this monster. That's totally not Hellboy. Yeah, but they're holding their next pick, really thinking on it for these next 10 seconds. Okay, and we're going to have Gul'dan. Gul'dan, very good on this map. Horrify, an excellent disengage tool for whoever they're going to pick. Can double soak the mid and bottom lanes on this map. He can... Corruption gets so much value in the shrines and those tiny choke points, especially if you throw down a Nubrak Sonya, and I can see a Stukov definitely coming out here in the next round for Ghost Clones. Stukov, I think, would be a very good ban for Guy's Gems at this moment, especially Guy's Gems sort of relying on the Nubrak Sonya as part of their team, sort of base team composition. They grab the Rhaegar here, they ban the Rhaegar here for Ghost Clones. Really looking to support choke, and nope, they don't want that Cho'Gall. Not at all, sir. No thank you. Not looking to deal with that cheese today. They don't have Rhaegar. I wonder if they ban the Rhaegar because they are in fact doing the Stukov. In fact, they do. They don't ban the Gall this time. They ban the Cho. So going for a different strategy there. And just responding to some people in chat here. Now, we've got the Greymane Gul'dan. You're going to have to grab your tank here. I have to think ETC. It's got to be, right? I would see ETC Stukov right now coming out here for Ghost Clones. So we're going to see how well that does. I'm not sure what else they have in store here. I mean, then Diablo could definitely be a pick here for them to deal with the range, but they'd like the Johanna. Sticking with Johanna, looking for that. The issue with Johanna is that she has issues with the engage, and there's the Alex Straza baby picked up here for Ghost Clones. Not a bad healer too on this particular battleground. That Johanna, I'm a little bit surprised, but Johanna with the Greymane with the Cleansing Flame is very powerful here in this game. So Alex Straza, part of the plan here for Ghost Clones. We're going to see what Guy's Gems rounds their composition out with. And I'm trying to think what kind of support would be the best for them. With Rhaegar banned out, Uther's going to have a little bit of a tough time with the Gul'dan damage. Going to be able to spread that damage amongst a lot of people. Not really a whole lot of single target focus. Tracer! Oh, yeah. So we're going to see a Tracer carry here as Malfurion picked up. So a lot of melee on the side of Guy's Gems with Sonya and Malfurion. Not Malfurion, and Ragnaros. Malfurion being grabbed as the heals. Going to be able to deal with that Gul'dan poison damage pretty well. That heal over time can definitely save people affected by the massive amount of corruption damage that Gul'dan can have. And the last pick coming out here for Ghost Clones, they've got all their pieces. They need a front line. They need a front line that's going to be able to deal with this melee. And man, if Maeve were here already, or Maeve, I don't know. If she were here already, she would be a killer pickup, I think, here, especially to hold that Tracer in and to stop people. I could see Blaze coming out here as well. I could see a Varian too for the Tracer. I wonder if they're thinking about that. This is a real head scratcher to deal with that Tracer. She's very weak with the Malfurion. She's going to be able to get burst down super quick if she's caught out. So that could be the weak link there. And they go for the Artanis again. Jakebot really putting his all his cards on the table with this Artanis Johanna. So Artanis Johanna and Anubarak Sonya, very comfort compositions here for Guy's Gems and Ghost Clones, irrespectively. I said them in the backwards order, but we're gonna see how they run here. And yeah, I'm really trying to think, like, how do you protect the Gul'dan from the Pulse Bomb? Alex Straza has got some heals for sure. She's got Pacify if she can land it on the Tracer at all. But how? But man, that Pulse Bomb is going to be a big problem. You're going to have, I think, real trouble getting onto the Tracer. They don't have a whole lot of CC on the side of Ghost Clones. So in we go. We're going to load this game up. And I don't know that they've punished the lack of the amount of melee on the side of Guy's Gems. I prefer Guy's Gems draft at this point, so we're gonna see how they do. They definitely came through there. We're gonna see if we can't get a little bit of better follow-up on those swaps from Artanis, but we're gonna go into Infernal Shrines. And on the side of Heaven, we've got Guy's Gems with Cody Kraz on the Tracer. That's it. User 2 on the Sonya. Spoogles on the Anubarak. Stwish on the Malfurion. And Odin on the Ragnaros, throwing up the taunt. Meanwhile, we have on the side of Hell, the Ghost Clones with Demark, and on the Gul'dan, Drow Hunter on the Alex Straza. Johanna, played by Ginger. Cold Kick on the I almost said Murden. Greymane. Why do I always say Murden for Greymane? Cold Kicks on the Greymane. Jakebot on that Artanis. And we're going to have everybody coming out here for this 4 to 5 man brawl. Ragnaros is going to immediately come out here. He's going to cheese the well. Oh, we got some pub stomp strategy here. Immediately Ragnaros going down here and just killing us. Well, Artanis immediately responding, maybe looking to get some help. Artanis mounts up. He might try to get a swap onto this Odin into these towers. He finds him. He's going to swap him through. Not going to quite... Oh, they might get the gank here, though. 4 people come down. The Greymane comes on here. This cube just misses, but the Odin turns to the right, seals his fate, just makes them waste a lot of time for this single kill while Sonya pushes in top, no problem. And is probably going to get the XP lead for them with Sonya pushing up here top and then missing all this soak top. So we're going to take a look at the XP here in a second. Sonya's still up top, and Jakebot has to go all the way from bottom to meet up with the Sonya. So we're going to look at the talent builds again. Reactive parry coming out once again for Artanis. Q build, I believe, coming out for Alex Straza. Very interesting. Pursuit of Flame for Gul'dan. So looking for that range. Perfect Q build for Greymane, and Laws of Hope for Johanna. Sonya got kind of burst down by this Artanis here very quickly, but able to really get aggressive in this lane. They're going to have a battle. Sonya's going to spin on his Artanis, get a whole bunch back with it. There's a swap. Artanis really looking for the kill on the Sonya. I don't know if Sonya's going to be able to get out. Does a little do-si-do on Artanis. The Q is not in time. They trade out. The punches are so insane. Insane? They're punching each other to death. And Sonya spins to the swap, just misses. Meanwhile, we've got the Kasha camp already grabbed here by Ghost Clones. So they're going to go ahead and push in. Tracer misses up top. Ragnaros, meanwhile, down here with this Greymane. So they've got a 1-3-1 here. And Greymane just absolutely destroying this Ragnaros. Looking at the level 1s here, Greymane might get a kill. No. Yeah, it gets the splash onto there, and they try to get a gank, but Ragnaros is gone already. Celestial alignment going for the Malfurion damage build. Meanwhile, Sonya up top here, getting this camp just as this shrine's ready to pop. Warpaint for Sonya. Tracer rounds the build, and Alex Strauss are caught out of position, killed by the Ragnaros. There's something in lore about that. I forget what it is, but she goes down, and a kill there, and that puts Guy's Gems a half level lead ahead. Sulfurous Hungers for Ragnaros, only 6 stacks so far, and of course we will be in armor for Mubarak. Meanwhile, they're going to go ahead and start this, and this is right off the bat going to be an Arcane Punisher. Guy's Gems grab the top camp and bottom camp, it looks like, for Ghost Clones. That bottom camp not quite done. Greymane taking a while doing it. I don't know how hurt he is. Yeah, he's got all his mana gone. I don't know if Greymane has tap quite yet. If he does have tap, he's going to tap and probably join this fight. But 16 skeletons killed already for the side of Guy's Gems. And Dragon Queen is popped, and Ghost Clones looking to take advantage on this shrine right now. The swap comes out and misses, but they still hold this fort down. Sonya spins onto the rest, trying to get those skeletons, but Ghost Clones are catching up as Guy's Gems only has 27. Molten Core is popped, and they pushes Ghost Clones off the point as 32 skeletons are grabbed. It looks like Guy's Gems are going to be the favorite to grab this. Jakebot, in fact, mounts up. He's going to go up top and push up against that camp. Meanwhile, the Kasha camp down, still pushing against this bottom lane. No one there to back it up. Tracer goes up top in against this Artanis, and just really forcing the Shem camp in. There's the Q out, doesn't get the swap. And again, the reactive parry confuses me because Tracer is just going to absolutely burn that down. Alright, takes a while for this Punisher to jump over the wall. But the wall is going to go down. This Punisher almost dead. They only get the front wall. Meanwhile, Tracer just annoying Artanis here. Yeah, she already has her pulse bump. She's definitely looking for the... she's looking for the big kill, but there's the Artanis shields. No death there from Cody Kress, but these minions, Artanis is having a hell of a time. Just push wave clearing and get these minions off this fort, and Jakebot's taking a ton of damage still. Fearless Artanis player, yeah, he has his shield up, so not really scared here. Looking for the swap on a Sonya, misses. Tracer comes down here to bother the Gul'dan. Big slide on the Gul'dan, who's looking really hurt here. Has plenty of mana, gets stunned out. Tracer's put the damage on, and down goes the Gul'dan. Excellent pick there by Guy's Gems. Guy's Gems with a full level lead over Ghost Clones. Jakebot now up here, having to deal with the Sonya in this lane. Sonya just pressuring it, trying to push it up, making sure she can get some damage on Artanis if he ever steps out in the wrong location. Johanna coming down here, and we're not really seeing the benefits of the massive Johanna Gul'dan wave clear just yet in this map. Full level lead. Guy's Gems gets level 9, getting very close to 10. Johanna comes down here to maybe try and take this, see what's up with this camp. The camp grab right away. Tracer gets some shots on the Johanna. She has to back up. A whole big stunner going in too. They're not able to capitalize on that. Johanna pops her iron shield. Tracer has already got her bomb back. And up in the top, we've got Jakebot still looking worse for wear there. Trying to deal with this wave, and the Sonya just pushing in all day. And she can go to, now leave and just go do other things. 3 here in the middle trying to deal with this camp. And Guy's Gems are doing a really good job of snowballing that early lead. So 10 picked up for Guy's Gems. Tracer going for Palm Spike. Twilight Dream, Wrath of Berserker. There's Lava Wave from Ragnaros looking for more wave control. And Cocoon coming out for the There's the Cocoon on Johanna. I don't know if they can follow up on it. There's the Lava Wave to try and help this team fight. They're going to try and push in on this wall with the Lava Wave, with the Contra Camp. Here comes the Lava Wave. It's going to delete that minion wave. It's going to let their camp and min wave push a little bit harder on this. As 4 people are pushing bottom. Someone's pushing in top. Artanis is still having a heck of a time dealing with her. But they're going to push in. Here comes the kill from Alex Straza. And I know, look at some of these builds here. Sonya going for Merc Lord here, so that's going to help their push in with this camp. Oh, no, it won't, because Sonya's top. What am I thinking? Sonya now backing off, realizing that people are missing. Gul'dan possibly looking to gank, possibly looking to help this wave go, and Sonya's going to go ahead and start this camp. Meanwhile, 10's now picked up. They were able to use that 10 to get that front wall, and I guess bully Artanis to get a little bit of damage on that fort, but 10's now coming up for Ghost Clones, and we've got Suppression Pulse, Cleansing Flame, Horrify, Cursed Bullet, and Blessed Shield coming out. So, this camp grab, Ragnaros completes his Catching Fire quest. Sulfurous Hunger, it's not quite completed yet, but Ragnaros hasn't gotten a whole lot of time to lane thus far. Looking at some of these other builds, Alex Straza going for Live and Let Live, Exuberance, Life Blossom, and, of course, Cleansing Flame. Is Artanis now going for Warp Sickness instead of his going last time? Artanis comes out, doesn't quite. So there's the Cocoon going down. The Cursed Bullet, I think, hit Malfurion. I didn't see it because I saw the Cocoon. The Cocoon immediately burst down, and that sort of used up. Malfurion still got to try doing. Ragnaros gets in the Molten Core. Sonya gets chunked out as she pops her out. There's the Fear. They're focused down onto the Immutable Rack. Gets a whole lot of damage coming out as he's able to clear out Cleansing Flame. Now healing up the rest of the team, getting his skeletons. It's going to be 30-9 as Guys Gems have really done a number on this shrine. And let's see if they can get this 10 more just from poking. I'm not sure how they'll do. A whole lot of heroics and Molten Core used on the side of Guys Gems. There's the Curse Bolt coming out. Whiffs. Lava Wave now pushing bottom while these two are fighting top, and they're able to push Ghost Clones off of this point. A big root goes on to Cold Cake. Excellent root. Twilight Dream to follow up. Not sure if it was necessary, but hey, I'd so much rather see Twilight Dream used there, and Cold Cake pauses the game. It looks like we have a issue with connecting on their side. So, well, we have some mic issues, it seems, so we're going to wait for them. Guys Gems got really pushed off. They used a lot of abilities there for not a whole lot of control, but the Molten Core manages to push them off just enough so they can get those 10 gems, push on here, and they managed to catch Guys Gems sort of caught off guard with the Greymane trying to escape through that corridor. Malfurion gets a sick root on him, almost catches 2, but they're able to burst the Greymane down, and here we are. We're going to be with the Punisher pushing onto the top. I do believe it's a frozen Punisher. I forget. Trying to tell it this pause. Oh my god. Oh, excuse me. But it's going to be a 5-man push here, as they're going to take advantage of the 5v4 situation, really 6v4 if the Punisher counts. And Ghost Clones is going to have to be very careful not to let that Punisher get onto somebody super squishy or super important. Tracer can just jump back there. Horrify is down. So all the outs down for both teams. But that Punisher jumps onto somebody suspicious. Tracer is going to be able to jump on them and just do a number. Cody Crest doing a really good job in this Tracer, not really being punished at all. Just, I haven't really seen her in a situation where she was in a whole lot of danger. Oh, they are ready. And we're going to switch back the game, and then we'll be... And there they are. Okay, Punisher jumps onto Deep Markin. And yeah, that's somebody dangerous, all right. And that's the Gul'dan. The Anubarak immediately follows up on there. And that's trouble for Ghost Clones. Okay, that fort goes down. And I'm really like, I don't know what Ghost Clones' plan here was at this map. I think it was some comfort picks followed by a Gul'dan and an Alex Strauss on this map, which maybe works for them, but I'm wondering what their if this is part of their plan for this map or not. So we're gonna see a gem go down on the 2. Guys Gems, Tracer jumps up, gets a good pulse bomb, onto Grayman. Grayman gets chunked out, and there's a huge root in there. Follow-up stun. There's the fear finally coming out. It's finally off cooldown, but Tracer, they're chasing them all back into their core. And the Punisher goes down, and this is going to be a free fort for Guy's Gems as they're up 14 to 11, and they're going to be able to dictate this map. Sonya and Artanis did not come to play with this. Sonya bottom getting that camp, and the root goes down on the 2, and Nubrak follows up. No real kill there going down to the Johanna. They get the keep as the suppression pulse comes out. Artanis has to clear this camp, and now they've got a bottom camp to deal with as Sonya comes up and clears this top camp. So looking at these 13, nothing really surprising on the 13 towns. They're going to clear this camp as Tracer comes down and just tries to harass Artanis here. Tracer already has her bomb back, and Cody Crest killing it with this Tracer here. So, Johanna up for clearing that. Sonya grabs his other camp. It's going to be a while before this Punisher comes in. And Guy's Gems are going to be able to see if they can get something going here. Artanis getting super low. Tracer jumps, steps way up. This wave doesn't quite get onto the fort, so not able to dive the fort here. 4 come bottom here, while the rest of Guy's Gems push onto this keep with a camp and a full minion wave. Grayman is up here, but the 3 have to rotate up. Alex Strauss still down here, and this is probably going to be a free fort. Here comes a lava wave to make it even harder to fight in this lane as they grab this fort. This is going to be a fort for Guy's Gems, no problem at all. All right, looks like they're waiting to see if they're going to rotate down here. Tracer, really dangerous position. Grayman just watches her mount up, doesn't want to engage there, doesn't really feel like he has the tools to make that fight happen. But they're going to move down here as 5, and they may be looking at this fort. Once they realize they've got catapults top, Artanis goes up top, and this is a 5v4. They've got a mini-wave pushing on here, and this fort is going to be free as well. And this is going to get them to 16. The stun comes out, they try to engage, but the root on the Johanna, she can't do much. A huge condemn goes on to, not condemn, corruption goes on to the Guy's Gems. They get a lot of damage, but they back out with this fort, with the 16 intact, and they're going to have an easy advantage in this next Infernal phase, and they're going to invade here. This camp immediately comes up, and they're immediately there. Artanis starts it. He's in a bad place. Sonya pops Wrath, and Artanis is out of there. Jake Bot is having none of it. So the rest of Ghost Clones down here, seeing if they want to flank. No, Root goes down onto the flank bush there. They grab this camp, no problem, and that's not going to do a whole lot, but it's going to prevent Ghost Clones from grabbing this camp themselves and having that push top. So their structures on the side of Guy's Gems even more protected than they once were. They're going to grab this camp here, and it's going to be pushing the whole time this shrine is up. The shrine pops in 5 seconds. Guy's Gems will make it down there, no problem. Grab this shrine, and it's going to be a Mortar Punisher pushing onto a keep. Ragnaros goes over here and clears. Meanwhile, they've got to clear this top, and they're not willing to do this with any less than 5 people. They may try to grab this fort in exchange for the Punisher and see if they can defend. They don't want to go into this fight 16 fortune, so they're trying to push onto this fort. Lava Wave going to dissuade them for a little bit. They just have to back out here and back right in. But it does get rid of the minion wave on the side of Ghost Clones, so they can't push into this fort as effectively. So they have to back up. This Punisher already done. They've got to back. Oh, the one minion stops the back, makes their back a little less quick. They're going to get there just in time. But meanwhile, this Khazra camp pushing onto this top lane. So Artanis, oh my god, this poor catapult has been bugging Jakebot. So Jakebot's just going to mount up, probably clear this camp up. And they're going to have to defend this as 4. Punisher jumped over the wall, though, taking plenty of damage from the 2 towers there. Gonna kill this wall. Punisher doesn't quite jump into range of the fort, and so the fort's gonna be able to burst this down. Spoogle stepping way up. There's the fear onto the Anubak, but they're not able to follow up. Ghost Ones finally get a bunch of damage onto Cody Crest, but not before Gul'dan goes down. Gul'dan has to step up way too far. Malfurion, I believe, did a lot of that damage, but Malfurion and Anubak are way up there. Jakebot tries in vain to come in and get some swaps, but this core is going to go down, and that's going to be GG. Monster push there. There's the Twilight Dream. There's the core down to 10%, 9% core, and that is game. Guy's Gems tie it up 1-1. And boy, that was a series. It looked like both teams just absolutely different. Both of them don't win on their own map pick. And really the story of each team could not be more different. Like, they just look like their places were completely swapped for both these teams. Very well matched. An excellent game to cast. We are going to see if we can't get the captains in here to talk. Okay, there's one invitation off. Okay, let me get into the lobby here. Sorry, I've got to do administrative stuff. Okay,